All right, guys, welcome to the Rarity Found podcast in BANFF. This is the third episode of this series that we're doing, and we've got a different venue today. We've got Cascade in the background. We're in the long grass with the mozzies, and yeah, we couldn't go on the rugby pitch because the pricks over there playing rugby didn't invite me, so we had to relocate. Our guest today is the leprechaun himself, the man, the myth, the legend, the smurf, the fake tan master, whatever you want to call him. Mr. Mitchy boy. Welcome, big lad.
Oh, Jackie boy, you absolute prick. I love you, mate.
I found somebody smaller than me, which is a first.
This is a pleasure, Jack. I'm over it. Take it easy, brother. Thanks, guys.
Get in here, sir. Get in here. All right. So, Mr. Mitchy boy, thank you for coming on.
Pleasure, mate. Happy to help out a mate and your business and all that. So
yeah, it's he's supported me through a lot, as well as Sean, as well as Oren, and yeah, we just wanted to come on because obviously Mitch is, if you meet him, is the joker of the group. He'll drink until he drops, but inside he's got a really good story, and he's gone through some things which he wants to share with us. So yeah, Mitch, let us know. So let's start with your journey here. So your journey from Oz to BANFF.
the journey from Oz to BANFF, mate.
Yeah.
That started around June 2021.
Yeah.
Just after COVID. Was in a bit of a rut back home, not mentally, just in terms of like just doing the same job. Life became a little bit repetitive and stuff. Don't get me wrong, I was living a great life, good money, but was just after a pretty hectic change. Did live in the States for a year. That got cut short due to COVID. So I feel like my travel journey wasn't finished at that point. So I was ready to get back on the plane and move abroad somewhere. And
yeah,
I don't know, there was something about the snow that tickled my fancy.
Tickled your fancy.
Being an Aussie, I hadn't really seen it before. So
yeah,
thought we'll get going, apply for a visa in Canada. Started that process in around August 2021, and by November, mate, I was on a plane out here, and I tell you what, I haven't looked back, and it was the greatest thing I've ever done. So,
do you want to stay here?
With all that being said, no. I love it here. It's gorgeous. But mate, to be honest, great. I might sound biased here, but Oz is the greatest country.
I have to,
on planet Earth, and
I would say our planet Earth. England's definitely up there. But
I don't think I've ever heard an Englishman say a good thing about it. What are you talking about?
That's very true. Yeah. It's a bit of a shit country. But we created you and we kicked you over to the other side of the
best
pond.
Thing you blokes have ever done.
Mitch has told me in previous times that you went through a mental struggle, and obviously what we were saying before, like you put the face on of like, let's party, but deep down you've been through something. Is that a good way to put it?
Yeah, mate. So that would have started maybe early high school days, around grade 9.
Yeah.
To be honest, mate, it was kind of out of the blue. Just woke up one morning, just questioned myself, and those questions didn't go away. My mental battle didn't really have much to do with anyone else. It was all about me. As I said, questioning myself every day, putting a lot of pressure on myself. Didn't know who I was, didn't know where I was going in life. And it doesn't sound like, I think that doesn't sound like a major issue. But man, the whole world was on my shoulders. And that lasted for, that would have been a year and a half. Once again, it was just questioning who I was, what I wanted to be. The weight of the world was on my shoulders. Felt pressure when I was around people to, I don't know, just carry myself in a good way. And then saw a therapist about it, and that just went on, and I felt like I couldn't escape it no matter what I did. I felt the best thing was just hanging around good blokes like yourself. Obviously didn't know you back then, but people similar to you, in the sense that they bring me up, right? So if you're feeling down, I think the best thing you can do for yourself is surround yourself with great people.
Mm.
And for those 2 years, I was lucky enough to have a great friendship group.
Yeah.
And yeah, more recent times, like in the last couple of months here, I've been through a bit, and once again, like it's blokes like you.
Pick you up a little bit.
Yeah, let's name a few blokes like Wade, Goots, Connor when he was here,
Yeah.
Pat when he was here,
Rumbo,
of course. It's
Shout out
just
to Rumbo.
yeah, surrounding yourself with great people can do so much for you and take your mind off it for a bit. But yeah, I'm cruising now, JT. But yeah, back then it was, I don't know, I could go in depth if I wanted, but we'll keep the spirits high. But yeah, definitely through grade 9 and 10, I had days where I couldn't get out of bed.
Yeah.
Days where my curtains were shut for a long period of time. I couldn't eat, couldn't do this, couldn't do that. But at the end of the day, it's just getting a network around you. And to be honest, there is always light at the end of the tunnel. It doesn't ever seem like it.
Yeah, yeah. Because once you're in that hole, you're in.
Mate, I'm in a bit of a tunnel at the minute.
Yeah.
And I can see the light just, but I know it's going to come. It's just about sticking fat and hanging in there. And I'm going to say it again, just sticking around good blokes like Jack and everyone. They'll do you the world.
What did you do? So when you were in that period, what helped you? As in, like, did you like go to the beach, or like what hobbies helped you as well?
To be honest, mate, everyone's different, but a big thing for me is sport.
You love your AFL, don't you?
I'm obsessed with sport. And like I just said, surrounding yourself with good people, but not just good people. Surround yourself with hobbies and interests of yours. Sport has been a crucial ingredient of my life since I was like 6 years old. And during that rough patch, going to the footy with my old man, going to the soccer with my cousin every weekend, just watching rugby league with my brother and stuff. Sport was a big one for me. So for those watching, just if you're going through a bit, find something that, even if it's 5 minutes, find something that'll take your mind off what's going on, because it will help you. It will help you. Absolutely.
Who's your team in AFL?
I'm a long-suffering Carlton supporter. So for those Aussies that aren't watching, do a bit of research on Carlton. The most successful team in the league, but since I've been bored, they've been absolute dog shit. Cheers, Dad, for making me go for an absolute shit club. But no, I love them.
See, my girlfriend, Sian, supports, is it Essendon?
Essendon, yeah.
Which is your rival.
That's my rival, and I actually live in Essendon, so...
Oh, so what are you... Because your dad?
It's my dad, yeah.
No, fair enough. So you said sport. So AFL is... I didn't even know anything about it, because obviously we have rugby, football. That's it, pretty much. I mean, football is the main bit, but AFL is just like I don't know, it's weird. It's just a shit version of rugby, if I'm being honest. This is hurting him. This is hurting him. I love it.
I'm actually genuinely probably about to walk off this time. All right, he's on a little strike system. He's up to strike 2 now. So
it's a strike 2.
But no, AFL, yeah. I don't know what you're talking about, mate. It is great.
Just bounce a ball and kick it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's move on. So obviously we're living in BANFF. You have obviously Cascade and everything behind us. What's your highlight of BANFF? Because obviously you're leaving soon, are you, in September?
Mate, yeah, it could be any moment actually.
Yeah.
So got a couple of job offers back home that I'm kind of contemplating.
So what's your highlight? What's your highlight of BANFF?
Highlight of BANFF, probably the day I leave and don't ever have to see you again. That'll be
strike 1.
Nah, highlight of BANFF. It just comes back to the people at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Actually, not just the people. There's been a few highlights. The people, getting on a snowboard for the first time and finding a new love. That's been incredible.
How was your backbone after trying it?
I didn't fall, Jack, so my back's fine, mate. I was doing double backflips and shit.
Story time.
Yeah,
right? So the first time I met Mitch, we got on straight away, and he was like, "Oh, let's go snowboarding and skiing," and we didn't get to do it in the end. But I think we did once or something like that. But Mitch was like, "Yeah, I just do a double double backflip like it's nothing. I was like, absolute bullshit, mate. Absolute bullshit. And he's Billy bullshitter.
I did have the footage of the double backy, but it's gone. I was going, yeah, I don't know what happened to that actually.
I don't know what happened to that.
But technology, mate. Yes.
As I said, we're in BANFF, we're in the best ski town, I would say, possibly in Canada. Well, one of them.
Close to it, yeah.
I mean, you have like Whistler, Big White, but Sunshine was pretty good.
It was dope.
Yeah. But so let's say BANFF in Australia. So what would you compare it? Because obviously people who haven't been, who are still in England, you know, how would you compare it? And like different experiences, different people, different beers.
The beers are better back home, I can tell you that.
Everything's cold.
Everything's cold.
It's nice.
If we're talking about BANFF in particular, not Canada, if we're talking BANFF compared to back home, obviously just the landscape's the major one. BANFF itself being a lot smaller. Tell you what, Aussies can party, but here it's condensed. So the party scene is very much in your face.
Very.
I'm about it though.
Yeah.
Give me a party every day of the week, mate. And yeah, obviously, cultural diversity here is huge. Hey, so
many fucking tourists.
Yeah,
so many tourists.
You got your tourists and that, but even your locals that live here. You know, I'm sitting next to an Englishman.
Yeah.
There's probably an Irishman 10 metres over there from me skateboarding. The Kiwi over there. So it's a great way to
meet people,
learn about others, to be honest, as well. So.
As I said, with this podcast, this is what it's all about, because we have different people around the world, different people have been through different things. Like it's incredible that we're all here.
Yeah.
And we've met everybody. Like as you said, I wouldn't have met you if we didn't come to Canada. Like it was like meant to be.
It's like meant to be, isn't it? It's crazy. Sitting here next to a bloke I didn't know 8 months ago, and now my head's gonna be on his YouTube channel. That's kind of crazy, but you know, Jack's right. Everyone's here for the same reason. So you know, for the most part, you're walking around with a smile on your face. There's no troubles here, eh, Jack?
There's no troubles there.
There's no troubles.
You're not walking around in England scared of getting stabbed everywhere.
No,
especially in Birmingham.
Yeah, you know, there's no office buildings here, like no skyscrapers. No one's stressed out about their 9 to 5 job. No one's in their suits walking around with a big head. Everyone's just laid back, chilling.
Everybody wants to talk to each other as well.
Everyone wants to talk to
each
other.
The actual locals want to talk, because we're all in the same boat.
We're all here to learn about
each
other.
Whereas like in London, in Melbourne, that's where Mitch is from. You know, like everybody's in like, let's work, let's go home, let's work, let's go home, gym, whatever.
Yeah, like here it's go home, work, get on the piss.
Yeah.
Go to work, hungover.
Yeah.
Get through it. Get on the piss. Rinse and repeat. Every day's the weekend in BANFF. So
brilliant.
That's my downfall actually. Yeah, every day's the weekend.
So much money as well. But yeah, so let's go for the funny story in BANFF. I think you've got to say it. I think you've got to bait him out, because this would be so funny for the viewers, and he will love it. He will love it. Go for it.
Going for it?
Yeah, you go for it.
I hope you guys find it funny. This could have been so much funnier.
Yeah.
But it was funny enough.
Yeah.
Alright, so walked into I think I left my jumper at Goots' house one afternoon when he was living at Cougar.
You'll meet Goots, by the way, guys, very soon. I'm worried. Go on.
He's a wanker too. Anywho, yeah, so I think I left my jumper at Goots' house one arvo, and then drove over there to go pick it up. I walked into the apartment, heard a bit of rustling going on, didn't really know what was going on. Took about 4 steps into the apartment, and being the good bloke I am, I thought, actually, no, I'll do the right thing. I'll step back outside the apartment, knock on the door, and then open it. So I've done that, and then I hear a big, oi, 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 whoa, relax, oi, stay there. I didn't know what was going on. And then Goots walks up to the door, you know, sorting himself out real good, hands down his pants. And then he goes, I see him walk out of the toilet.
Do it.
And he goes, holy shit, mate. I was just having the biggest flog of my life. Right. And had I not walked outside the apartment and knocked on the door like I did, I would have walked right past that toilet, hit the door was open and everything, and he reckons he was going ham. So, I mean, the funnier version of that would have been had I not gone outside and knocked on the door and just continued to walk straight in. Probably would have got an eyeful had I walked past the toilet at the right time, but pretty
this
good.
is going to be so funny because my mum and dad are going to see this,
Yeah,
and they're going to think, "What the fuck are you talking
yeah,
about?"
no. So that was a close call. Nearly walked in on Gouda, going at it. So
Yeah.
could have been worse, but that was a funny one. And
Yeah.
you mentioned funny stories, but that's probably, believe it or not, that's probably the PG. That's probably one of the more PG stories I have on
The
have
PG.
from my time here, and I probably won't go into any of the more crude ones if we're going on
let's
YouTube
keep it
here.
PG.
So.
Let's keep it maybe 12. But right, so top things on your bucket list. Go.
Bucket list, AJ.
Top 3. Because
I'm
thinking about it.
It's a bucket list is a funny one. I'm 25, mate, and I feel like I've done everything. It's crazy.
You wanted to do.
I wake up every morning and I'm so stoked that I've lived the life I have.
And you got loads to go as well.
Got loads to go, yeah. So, yeah, like I said, I'm so stoked that my bucket list consumed of living in America. I ticked that off when I was 20.
Where in America?
I lived in New York for about a year and a bit. And then that got cut short due to COVID. But mate, that a lot like BANFF, I met so many of my best mates through America. Tex being one of them. Not sure if you met.
Tex,
yeah, of course you met Tex.
I love Tex.
Yeah, so
he's a good lad.
We've got a horse over here. Is it dead? Oh no, it's back.
No. I thought you meant other way. I thought you were talking about drugs. Anyway.
Yeah.
Is it dead? Do you think it's
I genuinely thought that horse was dead for a minute. Yeah, like traveling through the States, I met so many great people. Some of my best mates still to this day. So yeah, that was one on the bucket list. Living in the States, working at the airport. I'm a big aviation nerd.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, love me planes, mate.
Yeah.
So yeah, as a young fellow, all I wanted to do was work at the airport. Tick that off. Worked there for 3 years. Every day was great. I loved going to work.
My granddad had the same thing. So you're an old man.
I'm an old man. Yeah, I'm an old man at heart, and my body's telling me I'm an old man too every day.
Do you know when you fly around? Do you like know which plane?
I could, if a plane flew over me right now, I could tell you what it was.
Really? You're that into it?
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
Yeah, I know it all. I used to have like little model planes in my room as a kid.
That's it.
Yeah, my old man, he was a little car head. But I don't know. There's something about planes growing up that just, I don't know, mate. Still to this day, I love them.
Yeah.
So yeah, working at the airport was another one. Bucket list. I wanted to meet John Cena as a little kid. John Cena. You can't see me.
Can't see me.
Mate, I was lucky enough to meet him.
Really?
That was on my bucket list too. Done that.
Yeah.
Met his gorgeous wife at the time, Nikki Bella.
Bella.
Yeah, and then actually I think I've done it all, Jack.
Yeah.
I think I've done it all, mate. Maybe I don't know if it's a bucket list item, but at some point, I don't know if it's possible now. Time's ticking, but I've always wanted to enter sports media as like a dream career. But whether that happens or not, I'm not fussed, JT. I'm happy with the travel bug I'm infected with at the minute. Yeah. And I don't see.
Do your mates tell you gotta be like, you gotta have a career, like stop traveling, like stay in one place?
No,
I've got that.
Yeah.
And you know, the boys know who you are. And
lay off him.
There you go. But I'm literally looking around like the one of the best places in the world, and you're stuck looking at papers 9 to 5. Like, you might have a career, but I'm living the best life.
Bang on, 100%. I don't really hear it from my mates. I hear it from myself. I'm the one telling myself that maybe I should be getting a career. Maybe I should be sorting myself out.
Is it like the kid in you like wants to travel, or is it just like it's just your hobby that you want to do?
It's not the kid, mate. It's me. It's who I am.
Yeah.
Traveling, meeting new people, traveling the world, seeing new places. I'm from BANFF, I'm off to a tropical island back home, I think. So
Yeah. Nice.
we'll keep that travel bug going.
Yeah.
Don't see it ending anytime soon. But yeah, in regards to your question, yeah, it's not so much my mates. They're cruising. They're so happy for me seeing me go about it. They're actually the ones that say to me, "I wish I was doing what you were doing, Mitch." And I'm like, "You can do that. Just grow a set. Stop being so comfortable at home."
Yeah.
They're all qualified. They're all got their degrees and all that. Like you can just pack your bags up for a year and
just
get
book
going.
A flight.
Just get going.
Book a flight, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, "Mitch, I'm so jealous of you. I wish I was doing what you're doing. This, that, blah, blah, blah." Mate, anyone can do it.
Yeah.
Anyone can do it.
I mean, like you see people from like 18 all the way up to 30s, 40s, still traveling and they're loving life.
Yeah.
Like, it goes to, I don't know about you, but I've been around the world, and the people in, say, Fiji, they have absolutely nothing, but they have everything.
Yeah.
They're the best people in the world.
That's right.
Whereas if somebody in like London who's miserable, like you wouldn't. I don't find that appealing.
No,
I don't know about you. I'd rather be on a beach.
Absolutely.
And just chilling and just having a great time with the boys, having a few beers. Like it's that's the life.
Yeah.
In my head.
Jack's right. You can have nothing. I mean, we're pretty lucky out here. We have a lot, but a lot of people in this town are so skint, like so.
Yeah.
Like no money at all. But that just shows, probably similar to the blokes you just mentioned in Fiji. They probably don't have a lot of money, and no one in BANFF has money.
Yeah,
but
so true.
But you can still have the greatest time of your
life. You can get on a bus because
yeah.
we get a local pass. You get on the bus, go to Johnson Lake, and just have a few beers.
A few?
Spend like 5.
Few
yeah, it's never a few
beers.
It's yes. You go for 1, you go for 10.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a great thing to have.
It is.
Like the social aspect as well. I mean, I thank Dad for that as well if he's watching this podcast.
Cheers, Mr. Townsend.
Yeah, Mr. T. He's given me the social battery, like the social. I can go out there. I'm confident into talking.
Mate.
You know, I got here and I talked to you straight away, and wanted to know all about you.
I think that's the greatest trait you can probably have as a human.
Yeah, 100%.
Just I know it's tougher for some people. Some people have social anxiety, whatnot. But yeah, if you could work on that, that would do you so much. Because yeah, getting yourself out there and just talking absolute shit is the greatest thing.
Yeah.
And just having the confidence to talk to people.
Yeah.
It'll do you so much. It'll make your life so much better, eh?
And leading that into like mental health, if you hold it in, it's going to be more of a mental game for you.
Yeah.
It's going to be more of a burden on your mind.
Yeah.
Whereas if you talk about it, as we say in this podcast, that all 3 of the podcasts, all of the podcasts on YouTube, Spotify, you know, if you talk about it, it'll get it off your mind and you'll feel a bit more better every day. And little by little, you'll get out of that hole.
100%. That's something I didn't mention when you spoke to me before about, you know, what I did to kind of help myself. I mentioned being around people, but also speaking to people, eh?
Did you, talking to your therapist, was that a good thing
did
I get you off your chest?
I mean, I think in the end, that first mental battle that I kind of went through, I'll give myself praise. Like the therapist definitely it was great for me in terms of getting it off my chest, and just getting all that weight off my shoulders. But I think in the end, it kind of came down to me and what I did to help myself to get through that first mental battle. So therapists kind of helped, but yeah, it's about looking after yourself and doing what you need to do for yourself. And I found a way out of that first one. This second little thing that I'm going through, like Goots and Wade and Tex and Connor, yourself, like just being able to talk to the boys in this more recent patch has been fucking tremendous. Like, can't thank you lads enough just for being there and just being able to talk to someone about, you know, what's going on, and just don't bottle it, eh? Don't bottle it. And you're never a burden to anyone. Like, don't ever think that.
Yeah.
I know if I reached out to Jack tomorrow in tears, he would be there like that. So
give you a hug.
Give you a hug.
Yeah.
But yeah, fuck, the boys have been great, and at the end of the day, surround yourself with good people and talk to people. It does so much for you.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Everybody, thank you for watching, and yeah, Rarity fans everywhere, Spotify, YouTube, and our website as well if you want to purchase some of this merch. Yeah, we'll give it a little. You've seen it all. But yeah, next week we'll have 2 guests on. We'll have 2 guests on, and then the week after that,
dream team.
We'll have the dream team. We've already mentioned their names. But yeah, Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Stay positive, and yeah, thank you, Mitchy boy,
Pleasure.
and have a good one, guys.